So our fan questions from Brandon Casey, one of our loyal listeners to actually all of our frustrated sports umbrellas, football, basketball. He asked, should the Bears upgrade at running back this position? I'll let you go with your answer first.
Yes, I'm gonna answer the question as it was stated. The Bears should upgrade the running back position. How they upgrade is the point of contention for me. Nothing on Thursday, nothing on day one of the draft. I do not, absolutely not. Again, go back to what we said, talked about in the previous segment. We need dudes. We need dudes that will be around for 8+ years. Running backs don't last that long on the team that drafts them, right? Typically they don't.
Yeah.
Now you might have some dudes in this draft, but I think there's enough dudes in this draft that we can get maybe in one of those two picks in the top of the second. What about you?
You're gonna be mad at me. Don't bite my head off. I think the Bears are a real player for Ashton Johnson at 10.
They are, but they better not be. But they better not do it.
Listen, depending on how the draft board falls, if Campbell Banks member were gone, and Abdul Carter's probably going to be gone too. Well, he is, and Mason Graham's probably going to be gone. I love Mason Graham. He's probably going to be gone though. I wouldn't be too mad at Ashton Johnson at 10. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I wouldn't be too mad. Um, he is ultra productive, and he probably in that top 10, he may have the highest floor of the guys, the blue chip guys going in that top 10. He may have the highest floor, and I think he brings some star power and energizes that locker room and that team. And Ben Johnson wants to run the ball. I don't think it's if we upgrade the running back position and draft, I think it's when. And I actually disagreed with you earlier in the week when you said there's 3 or 4 running backs that could be going in the first round. Looking at the first round and teams like the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, the head coach, we've seen the Steelers draft running backs in the first round before with Najee Harris. We know they like to run the ball and they value the running back. They play old school brand of football. They like to run the ball. They like to play defense. Jim Harbaugh is back in the NFL. And uh, um, did they bring back I know they let
Dobbins.
go. Is Dobbins back?
I don't think they brought back Dobbins.
Okay, I know Gus Edwards left. So I don't know what they got left in their roster. Kamani Vidal. I think they signed somebody. But the running back free agent class there was nobody in there that screamed, I'm a workhorse. I'm a feature back. So we know those two teams are there. The Cowboys, Rico Dowdle got away. He was their main guy last year, ran for 1,000 yards. They didn't even attempt to re-sign him. They signed Javonte Williams, who a little bit of a reclamation project, showed some spark early in his Broncos career towards me. Really hasn't done much in the NFL. I'm just glad my team isn't the ones that signed Javonte Williams or Najee Harris. Thank God Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles know what they're doing. I'm grateful for Ben Johnson. I feel like Ryan Poles early in his career would have went for Najee or Javonte Williams. So we got the Cowboys, the Chargers, the Steelers. I can see all three of those teams taking a running back. I need to see Jonty, Hampton, Junkins, or Travion Henderson in a Bears jersey. At this point, yeah, I'm going to have to backtrack and I'm going to have to agree with you. I don't know if any of those 4 will make it to 39 or 41. One of them should, but it's no guarantee because if Jonty's gone in the top 10, the Cowboys could trade back or they could trade back into the late first round or ahead of the Bears in the second round to get one of these running backs. There's Caleb Johnson as well. Bigger guy. He ran okay for a bigger guy, 4.57. I'm not too concerned about that. But after those 5, my evaluations kind of drop off. I think there's other backs you can get in the draft. Cam Scatterboo, certainly. The kid from Tennessee, the kid from Oregon. But I think to excel for Ben Johnson's offense, I think you need a better running back than DeAndre Swift. And there's about 5 or 6 guys I'm confident are better. But I got to agree with what you said earlier. This might not be the typical drafts where the best running back, well, we know the best running back is going to make it to the second round like we've seen in the past drafts. But I don't know if the second best, the third, or the fourth best makes it back to even 39. So yeah, I'm kind of torn. I'm with you in one aspect that running back at number 10 is high, but we've seen Ben Johnson go running back at 14, and we know he wants to run the ball. And I think there's no better player in this draft besides maybe Amari Hampton that can run the ball 20 times a game and be effective than Ashton Johnson.
The good thing about running backs is that we can, if we don't do it this year, we can do it next year. I mean, it's no big deal. I will be okay with upgrading the running back position in the third round. Whoever's there, I think whoever's there is at least as good as Roshan, maybe even better. So I'll
Got
be
to be
fine
better
with
than
that.
Roshan. Roshan, I was not impressed with the way he ran last year. After he came back from the concussion, he was tentative. He didn't have that same physicality he showed his rookie year. He didn't show a lot of bursts. He didn't show any vision and ability to find the hole. So I don't know if Roshan is a guy you see on in September on this team. I mean, he's going into his third year. He's a former 5th-round pick. He's not Ben Johnson's guy. I wouldn't be so sure Ben Johnson's guy. Roshan Johnson is a guy you see on the roster. And the Bears they were inactive in free agency in the running back room. And Ben Johnson's done everything he said he was going to do thus far. He said we need to get better in the trenches, and we did that. He also said he's going to run the ball and upgrade that running back room. So it's coming in the draft. We don't know when it's coming, but it's coming in the draft.
That's fine with me. I just don't do it at the end because I don't mess me up like that.